You must understand, Army Chief General Sarath Fonseca stated that the military had to overlook the traditional rules of war and even kill LTT rebels who came to surrender carrying white flags during the war against the LTT. Now, this was supposed to be said by the former army commander at an event at Ambalangoda on the 18th of July. Now, I have no personal knowledge of this, Deepamala. But this is, I do not know whether the army commander ever said this or not, I do not know. But
this is what is in the report.
This is what is in the report. And so, therefore, the Tamil diaspora, the pro-LT diaspora has moment this was given to the Senate, they were able to get this information also included in the indictment. Now, there is an admission. Now, as a lawyer, if you go to any place in Sri Lanka and voluntarily make a statement that they have to, in order to finish the LTT, that they had to overlook traditional rules of war and kill any person who came hoisting white flags is a dastardly crime according to the Geneva Convention. Now, moment this was stated, I saw in Italy, my websites are filled with information. And they said, now we don't have to go any further. We don't have to have any evidence. We have found evidence. They said that they have this. They said that they have a video clip. I don't know whether this is true or not. I have not seen the video clip. And they said that they have this video clip, they have this information, they have this paper cutting, and it is a part of the US report. And therefore, this is sufficient to indict not only Sarath Fonseca, but also Gotabaya Rajapaksa as the Secretary of Defense.
Now, Mr. Warnakulasuriya, what is the connection? Do you see a connection between what was unraveling up to that and the statement released by the retired general on 13th of December?
Yeah. Now, what is important is that now this statement, unfortunately, is with the U.S. Department of State. It has been debated in the U.S. Congress, and then quite apart from that, a statement was supposed to have been made by General Sarath Fonseca, which appeared in the Sunday Leader, that it is slight a variation from this. Now here, the culpability is accepted by General Sarath Fonseca, right? So when General Fonseca accepts that, all the soldiers everyone in the army is responsible for what he has done. Then any person could be brought to court, right, if they travel abroad. Now, I do not know whether the statement made by the retired general, Mr. Sarath Fonseca, whether it was an exculpatory statement to exculpate himself, or whether it's another aspect of this statement. He is supposed to have said what was released in the papers that Secretary of Defense Gotabaya Rajapaksa instructed Shamindra Silva, who was in charge of the 58th Brigade, to kill any Tamils who were surrendering to them, hoisting white flags. Now, when this was published, there was a large outpouring of anger, dissatisfaction. People called him a traitor. People called that he had let down his side. People said that he should have never made this statement. Various things. Every single statement that was made after that was against General Sarath Fonseca. Then later, immediately, he had a press conference and made a statement. Now, in the statement at the press conference, he has not denied. The statement made by him to Sunday leader. What he has said, retraction is that though the order was given, it was not carried out. Right? Now, if you compare these two statements and the subsequent retraction that appeared in the Sunday leader, the main story is that X gave directions to Y to kill any innocent, any civilian, any Tamils who maybe LTT who wanted to surrender, who came to the military camp or to that side of the government territory, hoisting white flags. Order was given to kill. He said that order was never carried out. Of course, that is contrary to the Senate report. Now, important thing is not whether they were killed or not. The important thing is he has not denied that the statement was ever made by him. That is, he did not deny that that he heard from a media person that Gotabaya Rajapaksa did make that statement. Now, the culpability comes like this. Now, if that statement was in fact made by Gotabaya Rajapaksa to Shavindra Silva, then Shavindra Silva should have immediately informed that to the army commander. Shavindra Silva should have taken, precautionary measures to prevent himself and his 50th Brigade from being prosecuted war crimes. Because we have been consistently telling them that these charges of war crimes is something that the governments are pursuing in order to stop the war. And so nothing has happened. Then if, on the other hand, if Shavindra Silva did not take such action, then when the army commander knew that in fact this order has taken place, he should have taken action. He should have immediately made a statement or made a log entry that this statement has been made. But he gave directions not to carry out these illegal orders. So therefore, the retraction of the army commander will not prevent any interested person living abroad in trying to find out, in trying to pursue a war crimes charge against, not only against Gotabaya Rajapaksa, but against Shavindra Silva, one of the heroes of this war, a person who went from east to the north and was there at the final battle. And he was when he came to Italy, he was, the thousands of Sri Lankans gathered out and touched his body, virtually kissed him and told and ushered him with presents, because he was considered the foremost hero of the war, right? Because of involvement, because we have seen this on the television. Now, not only Shavindra Silva, everyone in that company or brigade, 50th Brigade, is culpable, is liable. Now, the danger is that we know that the government of Sri Lanka was able to very successfully, with the help of the newfound friends, old friends, but the new allegiance cultivated by His Excellency Mahinda Rajapaksa and by Rohita Bukaldagamba, Minister of Foreign Affairs, Mahinda Samarasinghe, and number of other people who worked day and night to get the international community to get the other international community leaving the European Union and other countries to support the Sri Lankan resolution. In fact, that was one of the most important victories ever achieved by the Sri Lankan government in Geneva. Now, but what is important here is, Deepamala, now there is a possibility that you can go to any court. You can go to any court in the European Union and obtain a warrant against any person if they travel. Now, this is a completely different situation. Deepamala, now my personal conviction is that one of the most powerful foreign ministers in the world may be Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, but I consider the foreign minister of Israel is equally powerful as any other foreign minister in the world.
Right, Mr. Warnakulasuriya, we have to go and take a break, and we will back with you shortly.